Thank you for clicking to watch this video. As you saw from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you my multiple streams of income, specifically my digital products. So this is a different type of topic that I've ever done before. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I feel as though as a woman, we should be having these types of conversations with each other. We should be sharing with each other what our multiple streams of income are. We should be comfortable and confident talking about money. I see these topics with men. Men are having these types of conversations, but I'm personally not seeing other women have topics about investments and multiple streams of income. Please let me know below in the comments if you agree with me or if you are having these types of conversations consistently with your friends. I would love to know. I just truly believe that we should be helping each other, and we could do that even financially. So I love watching these types of videos on YouTube, people talking about money, talking about their multiple streams of income. But one pattern that I have noticed with every single woman and what they have said in the beginning of their videos, and that is like them sharing their insecurities with the video. Like, I'm not trying to do this to brag, or, you know, some of you might think that this isn't enough money, but I just want to show up and inspire you and share with you what I'm doing. And I just feel like, why do we have to say that in the beginning of the video? I personally am not thinking as I'm watching these types of videos like, oh, this person's bragging. I'm like, no, I want to learn from you. I want to know what you're doing. That's amazing how much money that you've made on here. And even if, let's say I'm watching someone else's video and I think, oh, that's not that much money. I'm sure there's still golden nuggets that I'm able to take away from the video. So the purpose of this is I want to inspire you and motivate you to learn maybe what I've done with multiple streams of income, because it's something that you've wanted to incorporate, like you wanted to make a course or have affiliates that you make money off of, or you want to create a ebook, a workbook, some type of PDF or checklist that you feel as though you could sell on Etsy for other people. So I want you to feel inspired by this. I'm going to share with you my process with this and show you that you are fully capable of doing this as well. And honestly, if I am capable of this, you can take everything that I have done, and I know that you could probably make 10 times more money than I have. So I hope that this inspires you, motivates you, and if you end up creating multiple streams of income from this video, please let me know. All right, so let's talk about the first stream of income, and that is with courses. So I've created 2 courses. I use the platform Kajabi, and before I get into the logistics of things, there are multiple platforms that you can use to create a course. I just specifically use Kajabi. I will say, even though I'm not very tech savvy, I don't think Kajabi was user friendly. I had to watch so many videos on Kajabi. I also had to join a Kajabi Facebook group, and I was constantly in there asking people questions. First course that I created was very niche down. It was about Instagram. So if you are new here, you have no idea who I am. My name is Stevie. I'm a real estate agent here in Northeast Florida, and I've been in the business now, I believe 8 years, and I started off my business on Instagram. Like, that is how I have attracted the most amount of people. I feel as though I've been able to, you know, attract buyers, sellers, realtor referrals, but I also have just built credibility on this platform. I'm very, very grateful for Instagram. So I wanted to create, because I had been hosting free trainings for people, and I just thought there has got to be a better way. So that's why I created a course, because I can do the content one time and I don't have to do it again, and then people are able to purchase this anytime, you know, even when I'm sleeping, and I love the idea of that. So the topic for my first course was, I called it Level Up on Instagram, and I dove into, honestly, like the very, very basics is what I started with, like with starting a profile, how to have a compelling bio. I ended up diving into engaging, how to get other people attracted to your profile and to want to reach out to you. I posted on there like content ideas, behind the scenes, PDFs. It was basically video based. So every module had videos of me talking and going through. All right, so this first course went absolutely absolutely amazing. It did so much better than I could have ever expected. And I don't remember what I thought my goal really was with that. Honestly, I thought if I sold a couple of these, like that would be great. I did not expect the return that I got. Then I decided to do a second course, and this course was on an array of topics. And I think that was a huge mistake. And I'm gonna share that with you because I think that having these multiple topics, I felt like, okay, this is great. I'm bringing in so much value with a variety of topics, but then I had this huge sticker price on it. And I think that the type of topics I was talking about, which was like how to host homebuyer seminars. I think I dove in on open houses and events. Like these are all such different topics within the course that I think that if somebody, was interested in, the home buyer seminar section, great. But if they're really not interested in the other topics, they don't want to pay for all of that. And there was this higher price. These topics were so different from each other. So I really wish that I had broken them up and they could have been like little mini courses. Like they each could have been their own thing. So if you were interested in home buyer seminars or open houses or hosting events, you could just grab that mini course and you wouldn't have a huge sticker price on it. I wish I would have done that. Also, it wouldn't have been so overwhelming to create something with so many different topics. So the second course, long story short, it didn't do as well. And I think that's why. All right, so before I share with you how much I made on the courses, I wanted to provide you with a little bit of insight as far as creating a course. So I use the platform Kajabi, but I know that there are several others. One that I can think of offhand is called Thinkit, I believe. I will link it below. I'll link Kajabi down below for you. I'll link the other one that I can think of, but there is so much that goes into a course. And I had basically put out a date of when this course was going to be available. And there's some pros and cons with this. Like the pro was that it really made me buckle down and get the course out because I felt like I was promoting it. I needed to have it done. As I got closer, I started selling out tickets. So I was like, I really got to have this perfect. So that's a pro. Like it helped motivate me to get it done. But the con of it was really stressful to do this in the midst of also doing my real estate business. So I would suggest if you were thinking about doing a course to, start whenever it is that you want to start actually like planning and strategizing all the things, but don't have the expectation that it's going to go live for months because there really is so much to do. And when you have another full-time job, it's just not realistic, and I don't think it's worth stressing yourself out over it. You have to learn the platform. And like I said, Kajabi was complicated. It was so technical. And so I think like really giving yourself some grace and time on being able to learn the platform just to start. Then you have to design all of the pages. So when you are starting to tell people about your course, you have to direct them somewhere and have everything all laid out of what's included, how long will it take for them to do the course, what do they get out of the course. And this alone takes time because there's the designing of the landing pages for this, but there's also the copyright of it. Like I'm not the best writer, so it really took me a lot of time to just lay out all the things. I looked at other people's landing pages for their courses to really get some inspo and just to figure out like how do I want my layout. So I felt like that was really helpful for me. The checkout page that you have to customize. There's the thank you pages. You have to then create all the content. So what does that look like? For me, it was a lot of videos. So I really had to take the time to write out everything that I wanted to make sure that I included in with the course. And then I took the time to put makeup on and do my hair and have a quiet space and to completely focus on the videos. And so really giving yourself time to create the content. So it could be the videos, it could be I don't know, a course where maybe people are having to read things, or maybe you're just giving them certain types of templates for them to customize. Whatever that content looks like for you, there's the creating of it aspect if you don't already have it done. There's this huge aspect of making sure that you promote this. And with the first course, I was really dialed in. So I shared all the behind the scenes of creating the course. And I feel like that started to really pique people's interest. And I was getting them involved, asking them like, what questions do you have? And what do you want to see within this Instagram course? Then you could also, to kind of like ramp up interest, you can make a landing page for a wait list. And this will help you get people to plug in their email address so that when the time comes to where you are gonna go live, you'll already have their email address and you can email them and promote it. You have to be promoting the course consistently, in my opinion, if you want it to be successful, leading up to when it actually goes live. So one thing that I did and that I've seen other course creators do is to create a lot of free webinars, maybe a way for them to come on and ask questions, or maybe you have like a specific topic or some type of freebie so that they can get like a little taste of it. I felt like that was really beneficial leading up to the course launch. Maybe you also offered like a pre-launch price. Like if you sign up before this actually goes live, you can get it at a discounted price. And then of course, like once the course goes live, and then you're still promoting it at that point. And then also being able to answer people's questions, because people are going to ask a lot of questions about your course. So this is all time consuming, and I feel as though this is something you do need to respond to quickly. I was just getting a lot of questions about the course, but also like people having issues with logging in, or they didn't get a confirmation, or they didn't get the confirmation page, and then you're telling them to check spam. There's just all these like little logistic things that I just did not realize in the beginning. So that's why I'm sharing them here with you in this video. The total that I made with these two courses using the Kajabi platform was $68,369. Let's dive into my second stream of income. And I kind of lumped these two together, affiliates and guides. So the affiliates that I am a part of is Coffee and Contracts, and then Market Dwellings. So this is a really great way where these companies aren't necessarily paying me to talk about them. You know, like you might see in some YouTube videos, like this video is sponsored by X. That brand is paying that YouTuber to talk about their service or their product. Whereas affiliates is different, because these companies, Coffee and Contracts and Market Dwellings, they aren't paying me necessarily directly. If I promote their website, or well, yeah, in this case, if I promote their website and I have like a special link where if somebody goes on there to buy their products, then I get a small commission from those. So hopefully that made sense as to what exactly affiliates are. So with coffeeandcontracts.com, I love this platform so much. I have been using Coffee and Contracts for years. I have an entire YouTube video just on what you get with Coffee and Contracts. But with Coffee and Contracts, they have guides on there that are customizable. There are every checklist and template that you can think of for yourself, like handling the transaction side of things, or templates for you, or checklists that you can give your clients. And if you have trouble with coming up with content for social media, they give you a branding guide for every single quarter. They give you a post every day, and they even come up with a caption. I always find coming up with a caption is the most difficult thing. And with Coffee and Contracts, you're not having to think about it. They can help you with branding, your email signature. The list honestly goes on and on. You have to go check them out. And then Market Dwellings is a website for real estate agents, insurance agents, and mortgage lenders. So they have products on there, like some of the ones I bought is like happy home anniversary cards for my clients, or congratulations on selling your home, or if I'm sending out a pop by, they have all these different pop by ideas and tags for you to buy. I will share both of those links below and my discount codes for you. So yeah, I made money off of Coffee and Contracts and Market Dwellings. I'm gonna share with you those numbers, but in addition, I added my guides onto this affiliate category. I wanted to split them up, but just going back and trying to calculate things was a lot. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna lump these two together. Now, when I say guides, because I also have an Etsy shop, but before I had an Etsy shop, I had personally created guides for my buyers and sellers in Canva that I was literally giving to my buyers and sellers. Then I started showing these on Instagram, like not trying to sell them. That was not the point of that. That was just to like try to get buyers and sellers. Like, look, I have these guides. This was before Coffee and Contracts had guides. And so I was promoting this, and then realtors kept reaching out to me that they were interested in my guides. And so at the time, I was customizing each guide. So they would send me their headshot, their company name, all of their contact information. Even at one point I was offering like, send me a lifestyle photo and I'll include it in the guide. And I was customizing them. It took me like 2 weeks to create the buyer and the seller guides alone. And then with each realtor reaching out to me, I was customizing the guide for them. And I was only charging $25, which is just, it's really crazy. But this was before I didn't even think of Etsy. I didn't even know I could sell a digital product on Etsy. I had merged for this topic, Coffee Contracts, Market Dwellings, and my guides all in one category. My guides before Etsy, and the total for that is $63,446.41. My next stream of income is Etsy. So finally, someone brings up to me that I should be putting these guides onto Etsy. So I do. And I have sold over 1,000 on there, and I have guides and different templates on there. And it's actually been super easy to set it up on Etsy. So you make a listing, promoting your product, sharing what it is, adding specific tags, sharing a photo, and then you'll want to create this PDF so that when people go to grab your guide, I created a PDF in Canva that says like, thank you so much for purchasing my homestead exemption template. And then I just share a link within the PDF, like here's how you access the template, click here. And then I have like a couple little extra like make sure's or important to-dos and whatnot, all within that PDF. And then you add that in. So as soon as they pay on Etsy, they get this PDF, they click on access download, and done. They're able to customize that themselves. It's literally the simplest thing. And I have seen people post on there like even really minimal things like a simple checklist that they use for their business. But you could add on there anything that you've customized for your business, for yourself, of something that you legitimately use and you think that other people might find it helpful. Create an Etsy. There are ways on there for random people to see your Etsy store, but I do also promote it on Facebook and Instagram. So with my Etsy store, I've made over $20,074.16. Okay, the last item that I'm gonna share with you in this video is real estate. So I have only sold one home that was my own, and I made $81,000 on this. I wanted to include this because I wanted to showcase, like, I mean, obviously not everyone is gonna make $80,000 on a sale of a home, but you know, sometimes you make more than $80,000. And I think that real estate is a great way to build wealth. And, you know, people are having Airbnbs and rentals, short-term rentals, and they're able to build multiple streams of income from this. And so I just wanted to make sure that I had touched on that for this video because I do think it's really important and a great way to build wealth. So these are my multiple streams of income. Now I have other investments, but a lot of these things are for the long term that I'm not getting paid on weekly or monthly. So like, for example, I have, you know, my 401k that I'm putting money into. So For whatever reason, I think it's because I'm self-employed, I can only put $32,000 or $35,000 in there a year. So like I capped that out, but I want to be able to invest more into stocks. So I am taking money and contributing it to, I believe it's called a brokerage account with Charles Schwab. I do have a financial advisor. He is here locally in Jacksonville if you wanted to meet with him, but you can also, of course, you know, talk to him on the phone if you're not local. But he has helped me with the stock aspect of it. And this isn't something that I'm planning on making money on yet, because it's something that you have to let it sit, let it wait, and I plan on cashing out on this money much later on in life. But that is something that I just wanted to share and have the conversation about. And then two, I've also invested into apartment buildings, and I want to say that is it for now. We do have a wine store. We do have a property that we have since renovated. We are under contract. We are about to close on that. Okay, so with my multiple streams of income, specifically my digital products, I have made $151,889.57. And then with the real estate that I've done is $232,889.57. You guys, if I can do these multiple streams of income, you can too, and you can 10x these things and probably do way better than I have. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this entire video. I hope that it was helpful for you, that it inspired you. If you're gonna go out there and create a digital product, please let me know below in the comments. I would love to check it out. I would love to support you, answer any additional questions that you might have. Please let me know below. I'm trying to be super consistent on here on YouTube. So I appreciate you checking in, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.